welcome to the next tiny house tour.
What is up, guys? Check out where I'm at. I'm in another tiny house. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've stayed here for a night or two, and let me tell you guys, this place is beautiful. The aesthetics are there. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and they made great use of the space in here because this is one of the smallest areas I've seen that has a living area, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a full queen-size bed in there. And yeah, it's just very beautiful. Even the outside is beautiful. It looks like a shed. You wouldn't expect this from the outside to be very beautiful on the inside, but I think that's the fun part about it. And they have this little seating area. You got this whole area to hang out in, and this is just in somebody's backyard in the middle of Charlotte. It's a little secret getaway, I guess. It's an Airbnb. I'll leave a link in the description below. But let's just cut to the chase. I'll show you guys on the inside. I'll meet you in there. So when you walk in, you notice that everything is white. There's plants everywhere. There's decorations everywhere. You also notice that this place is very small and kind of square. The last one we were at was very elongated and at a top and bottom. This one is more square and sectioned off a little bit differently. So the first thing you notice whenever you walk in, though, is the living area. Now this spot takes up literally half of the whole bottom floor area, and it's still not very big. It has this little couch area, it has a little table area to set anything. They have a guest book here for everybody that stayed here. Anyways, they even have a little TV. They got coat racks and hangers over here for your clothes. They have storage under the desk area for any more blankets. They even have a little gaming system if you want it. And it's just decorated very nicely, very aesthetically pleasing, like I've said. The air conditioner is built into the wall. Now, last night whenever I was staying here, this place got crispy cold. The last place I was staying at, it kind of took a while for it to get cold, but for some reason in this place it's a lot easier. I don't know, because it's smaller or not elongated, or I don't know, but very much easier to cool at this place. Now if you move on to the back half of this little tiny house, literally 2 steps away from the living area, you'll enter the kitchen. Now this kitchen is a lot more spacious than the last tiny house we were at, I feel like, because the ceiling goes all the way up to like 15 feet. The last one is like right at my head, and the countertops feel a little bit more bigger. The cabinets feel a little bit more bigger. I can open them very easily with no issues with bumping into anybody, and it just feels like there's a lot of space where I can hold everything I need, and even the sink is a full-size sink. Now, the fridge situation is the same as the last one. It has a normal, kind of like a mini fridge. This one feels a lot more better, I guess, higher quality. It's a pretty high quality looking fridge, high quality kitchen in total. So what I think about this kitchen, I think it's big enough for one person. I don't see any issues with it. I haven't came across any issues with it yet, but I haven't lived here for like weeks or months or anything. I don't know, but at first glance, one night stay, it feels very normal and it doesn't feel like I'm missing anything. Now, right next to the kitchen, I guess the other half quadrant of this bottom part of the place is the bathroom. It has a sliding barn door for the entrance. Now, as you can see, this bathroom is very spacious. It has a full shower, full toilet, not a compost toilet. This one actually flushes because this is a more stationary tiny house. It's not a tiny house on wheels, which I like. I like having a normal toilet, a full-size bathroom. For me, the bathroom needs to be a little bit more spacious, and for such a tiny place this is, they somehow fit a very spacious bathroom in this area, and it's beautiful, I think. Now that is the bottom floor section. There's plenty of room for at least 2 people. I don't think you could have friends over if you really wanted to, but just for 2 people you could hang out here, chill. There's no desk area or eating area or anything. That's okay though, I guess, because I consider this place more of a getaway place. Not, I wouldn't live here. I don't think anybody could really live here unless you really wanted to, I guess. But I think this is more of a getaway place, and you can make do with what is here. But let's move on to the top part, the loft area, which is always one of my favorite spots. I always think it's the most unique spot. So as you climb this ladder, you'll be greeted to a left or right loft area. On the left side is the queen bed. This bed is massive. This whole loft area is massive. It takes up half of the floor plan if you were to put this on the ground, and there's plenty of room. You can sit up and you won't hit your head anywhere. And if there's 2 people here, there's plenty of room up there for that. You could put your bags up here if you wanted to. There's some lights up here. There's just a lot of space if you need to lay something down or do whatever, you can. Now, On the other side of the loft area, they decided to put a little unique, it looks like a little meditation area. They don't have anything here. They have a mat, they have a few books here, a few decorations, and it looks like they do yoga or meditate here. That's what it looks like. But if you wanted to, you could really fit a twin size bed here, or you could fit a memory foam little piece of thing to sleep on. You could sleep here if you wanted to. If you had to bring in another person, if there were for some reason 3 of you in this tiny place, you could. You can make this area literally anything. You can't put a chair up there. But I would use it more as another sleeping area, not this meditation area. It's not very comfortable. I was sitting up there and it's rock hard. I don't know what the point is. I don't know if it's like just like a decoration piece for this place, but it's space that could be used more valuable than what they're doing with it right now, but that's okay. This isn't mine. So, now that you saw the entire place, there's really not much to it. It feels bigger than the last place, but by square footage, it is smaller. I think it feels bigger because it's a little bit more open, it's a little bit more wide, not so narrow. In the last place, 2 people, it was kind of hard to like walk back and forth. You'd always hit each other. With 2 people here, I haven't had that issue yet. I can always get around the person, or they can get around me whenever they have to, or whatever. The bathroom feels very private. It doesn't feel very intrusive whenever somebody's like else is in this place. It feels very private, and yeah, I think they use this space very well. Now, what would I change about this place? Number 1 is the couch situation. As you can see, this is a tiny couch, and if you just look right at the end of it, there's plenty of more space for a bigger couch. You can really only fit 1 person on this couch. Since there's no other seating area, there's no other like desk 2 people can sit out and eat, this is the core seating area. I would put a bigger couch that would probably go up to the end of the refrigerator, and you could fit more people in there. It'd be more space. So that's one thing I would change about the living area. Another thing I would change is the bathroom door. It is a barn door, but for some reason there's this huge gap in between the barn door and the wall for like anybody to look inside, I guess. I could be anywhere in this tiny house, anywhere, and I can see this little gap and kind of like look inside the bathroom. I mean, you can't really see anything, but I would still somehow close that gap because this is the only private area, and I would want it totally private. And the last thing I would change is the usage of the right side of the loft that is above the bathroom. I would make that to where it is used more often. I don't really know what it's supposed to be right now. Decoration, a chill out lounge spot. I don't want to be sitting on the hard floor. I don't think a lot of people want to be sitting on the hard floor of the roof of the bathroom. I would make it into another little sleeping area or something. I don't know, but that's what I would do. But overall, I would give this place a good 8.5 out of 10. I really like it. What really sells it is the aesthetics on the inside and just how well it's decorated and how well it's built. I think this is built really well. Nothing feels very flimsy. The ladder is really sick. The ladder is huge, and I think this whole place kind of feels huge even though it's tiny. I give it a good 8.5 out of 10. The outside is very beautiful, and even though it looks like a shed, I think it's a very high-end looking shed. I wouldn't say this is a shed. I would say this is more of like a little tiny guest house. So I'll leave a link to this Airbnb in the bio. I really love going to Airbnbs for the experience. Yes, a hotel room would probably be more convenient and more comfortable, maybe. I really like the experience of the tiny house though, and getting to see where the people live and actually being in a neighborhood and having my own little place and experiencing what a tiny house kind of feels like living in it. Even if it's just for a couple days, I think the experience is totally worth it. So, what was your favorite part of this place? What was your least favorite part of this place? Would you or could you see yourself living in something like this full-time maybe? Or not? I don't know. Let me know. I don't think I could live in it full-time, like I said. It's a little bit too small. Maybe because it's double the size, I think I could. But the experience is totally worth it. I highly suggest doing an Airbnb instead of hotels. Sometimes they're way cheaper and they're way more fun, and a lot of times they're in a lot more convenient space depending on where you're trying to go. I've always had a great experience with Airbnbs. The people that own them never bother you. They never try to talk to you or anything like that. They never come and say hi, which is great. They'll leave it up to you if you want to go say hi to them. They'll leave that up to you, with all my experiences. So, I know a lot of people haven't done Airbnb. I highly suggest it. Go check it out. The link for this one is in the bio. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I will check you guys. I will I will catch you guys on Friday.